mixed race people have a very interesting dilemma.
Can I add? Not just interesting, very, very. In fact, I can't express how difficult the position mixed race people are in.
Yeah, it's very much.
I can't express
I
it.
was saying that I think because we think like I definitely was like this, like unity, man, everyone together, man. I'm the product of black and white coming together, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then things start to surface, right? You have conversations with your parents, and you're like, fucking hell, my own blood and sweat.
Yeah,
But and that will normally be based on the experience. So you might have a positive experience with your white family, and then you think, oh yeah, I'm white.
100%.
Or I might have a positive experience with my black family. Oh yeah, I'm going black. So they're in a very interesting space because it's like, but if we talk about, we're not talking about these individualism, we're talking about systems. Systems
Right.
do only see you as black.
Right.
I can give my example, being in care, seeing myself, white mum, black dad. No, you're black. Well, no, what do you mean? My mum's white. No, you're black. What does that mean? You're mixed race, so you're basically black.
Yeah.
But so you're more suited to be with a black hero.
I heard a little white
Like,
girl.
what?
I heard a little
Crazy.
white girl call this. When I went to my dad's area as a kid, this little white girl called this guy a diluted nigger. And I've never really heard people
I've never
so
heard
brazen say the word. But to call him a diluted nigger, I really had to sit back and say, wow, you thought about this. She must have been. I must have been about 7, 8. She must have been around the same age. I couldn't believe it. You know, when you get that kind of racism, you say, "Oh shit, I gotta take this in."
You know what's
what I mean?
crazy? With that, though,
Yeah.
and it, like, I just flip it sometimes just to, it shows you the power of the black blood. Because if you see, for instance, if you see someone mixing as black, then obviously there's a power in that, isn't there?
Yeah.
So
And there's a fear in that.
And that's the thing. It's like, well,
That's what Dr. Frances
not like-
Wilson says the problem is. She says the problem is that the world seems to be dwindling away for them, and there's nothing that they can do about it. So their enemy is the penis symbol. It's the big black penis that they're frightened of because of the genetic power that it has.
The real weapon.
The real weapon.
The black penis can obliterate everything that they know.
So it's subconsciously in their mind all the time. Cock it back. Like for instance, the Smith and Wesson. This is what I learned from her book.
Yeah.
The Smith and Wesson is the great equalizer. Equal to what?
no
Yeah.
way.
It was called the
That
Great
was called-
Equalizer. Yeah.
And I've just watched this movie with Denzel in it. The Equalizer.
Equals, yeah.
The Equalizer. Yeah.
Basically,
The
look.
fucking
Sorry,
crazy.
just to add to it.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro, you should read that book. You would love
Us-
Oh, mate.
us as brothers can get rid of them with our tools.
Yeah.
That's why they had to, some way, somehow, come up with the idea of the firearm. Because that's the only way that they can get rid of us.
Yeah.
But their weapons are no match for the black man's tool. Because we can wipe you out with that alone. What's interesting is that the Andrew Schultz thing was what they would call sexual.
Yeah.
He was talking about dominating.
Yeah. It's power.
He was talking about, and I think it related to Kendrick's height as well.
Yeah.
Not knowing that Kendrick, well, obviously, we know, Kendrick has displayed through just his words that
the power.
he's a god.
Exactly, he's gone.
We ain't even talking about what he possesses as a black man
Yeah.
to wipe you out
Yeah.
when shit goes there.
Yeah. I think Andrew Schultz thinks he's been immortalized, but he doesn't know he's dead. The way that he's scrambling for life, I keep talking about
And that's
it,
where it is. He's
he knows
scrambling
he's
for
already
life.
dead.
100%. He knows he's
Yeah,
coming.
I'm on the post this time because I weren't there. With
You
with
can't
Drake,
watch
but-
what he done to Drake and think that you're gonna get away with that.
Yeah,
Drake
because it
was
was
just
more
doing-
than music.
Do you know what's mad? No, of course.
It was more than music.
We said this, of
so,
course.
So what's gonna happen to you is not gonna be music. It's gonna be
not
more than music.
gonna be music. But I'm saying we've been speaking about just how we are in relation to them. I yearn for some extreme examples set by brothers and sisters towards them. There are narratives that we don't see
Yeah.
too often. We spoke about Avatar, how they made Africans blue. We spoke about Planet of the Apes, how they made
Africans
monkeys. So we didn't get it. So it didn't click. So we could think it's fantasy. So we could think it's not real.
Yeah.
So we think that it never happened
Yeah.
or it's not still happening. We need to see extreme examples set by brothers and sisters when these lot violate. We can't stand for it anymore. You know, it's just like, how can we still stand for this?
Yeah.
And I'm talking about, there's so much that we can't stand for. There has to be consequences for you going on that TV, using your money, power, creativity to create a show that depicts us in the most degrading way. There needs to be consequences. There needs to be consequences for you sitting next to that white man while that white man verbally violates African people. There needs to be consequences.
And an important symbol to us, an important cultural symbol, somebody who stepped up to say, I'm what the culture's feeling, yeah? And I represent the culture, I defend the culture. And I'm talking to my culture and saying, don't let them violate, that's law. And the one that is them is now coming out and saying, bun you and the symbol of the representation of the culture, therefore bun the culture, bun all of you lot. And this is what I mean, this is what I'll do to your cultural god right now.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
All with his Hitler tash at the time. Yeah, it's mad.
Bro,
Yeah,
this is what he's saying.
Yeah.
This is how I'm going to deal with the Saviour.
Yeah.
Because really, what Kendrick represented was a true African representing for African people, trying to let you know we need to get rid of this colonizer.
Yeah.
And you thought it was all music, missing the symbols,
Yes.
missing the signs, the clear-cut signs of
But
what this
Andrew
was
didn't
about.
miss them.
Andrew knew. The white man knew.
They knew exactly.
When we
what
call
time.
them colonizer, they know.
Yeah.
When we call them cracker, they
They
know.
know. And when they sing, they're not like us.
They know we're talking about them.
them.
It wasn't about the mixed race Jew. It was about
never.
the colonizer living in Drake. It was about your mom's side of things.
Yeah.
You can only be who you are because of that side of things. We would never have
'Cause it's
put
not-
the
he's not
power
like
in
us.
you
It's
to be
they
so.
not like us.
They're not like us.
Yeah.
They are not like us. Which is what the beauty was, because I think, not for all,
energy.
but most people missed that he was talking about them.
Did you see him in
The
the pop-out
enemy.
show? The
Of
pop-out show,
course.
yeah. So did you clock the lyrics in the pop-out show? Right
Let
at
me
the end
check
of the
some
tune,
things.
yeah. He said, "Oh, you know," he goes, "The settlers."
Yeah.
You know the
Something about
tunes,
making them richer.
yeah. No. He goes, "Yeah." Let me put you on a game. The settlers.
Yeah.
He didn't even say the settlers. When on the pop-out show, he goes, "Oh, the white man used us to make us rich and
missed
richer."
that.
Yeah, he called that. He said the white man
missed
used us to make them richer.
And you know